Hello, my friends. Today is day two in my joyful journey with you with journaling. Again, if you haven't met me, I'm Yvonne and I'm with Tula 12. And I am using my journals to act as a self help, to work through emotions and work through anxiety and work through fear. Today is exactly that. It is a letter to fear. And it's kind of interesting. And I want you to join me today as I put together my second page in the journaling process. So, what I have is the supplies. And this is one of the kits that you can buy with Tula. But I'm not here to sell that. I know it's a little tempting. But today's lesson is on fear, and I wanted to talk with that. But while I'm doing the talk, I'm going to show you how I'm going to assemble my page on letter to fear. Let me here share my screen, and that way you can watch as I work. And I enjoy working with supplies that make things pretty. So life gives you lemonade. So I picked out the lemons page from my kit here that I have. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it here to match the page of my journal. But what I'm going to talk about today is fear. And I have always dealt with anxiety my entire life. So I've always worked on how to take fear out of my life because it is crippling. I do have a source that I used long ago. Her name is Lucinda Bassett, not Basket, Bassett. Back in the 90s, she was very prominent on the speaker, um, kind of like avenue where she would go and give talks. But she helped me out of coping with the loss of a parent. She helped me to get really close into my anxiety and fear and what was crippling me with panic attacks. So she is still current. And I have a clip that I will leave you with at the end of our lesson today. And she really helped me see it. And like I showed you in my book that I am revisiting, this is the Heartfelt Journaling Play with Purpose. And here's the author if you were interested in looking into it. I got mine off Amazon like everything else I get. You're going to see the doodles that my granddaughter makes here. Okay, so I have this in place and it's going to dry for a little bit. But while I'm here, I'm going to show you how I'm going to use my reflection page later on. I'm going to take some of our tape that we have and I'm going to show you how to decorate because journaling is a process. It's also a fun way to just decorate and do things. Doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be perfect. It can be abstract. Um, move this over a little bit so you can see I'm doing a little crazy stuff here. That's okay because crazy is good, right? Okay. So, like I was saying, Lucinda Bassett really helped me cope with a lot of life's challenges that we have to deal with, made it easy to look at fear, look at anxiety, um, and understand that it doesn't have to really take over your life. In today's lesson, you're going to write to fear. Fear is not something to be afraid of. As the author of journaling, Heartwork Journaling says that it's there for reasoning. And if you remember back in our lesson from yesterday, we had a page that we talked about here with, you know, sacred self. On this side, we had the healthy selfless. And that's where we're talking about self-reflection, self-doubt, self-questioning. So I think that's where we're going today, because the author states that fear shouldn't be something to fear. Fear is there to help you reason with things. It's not to be hurtful. If it does become something that's hurtful, then you need to think about that it's taking control of your life and you don't want it to control. I have a slide here that I wanted to share. When I was in the classroom, we talked about the brain a lot and how the brain has an effect on everything, on your gut, on your mental state. So here you see everything in your brain has to do with a part of your body. We've got the flight or fight sensations. You're just your thoughts of your fear. All of these are in the parts of your brain that's telling you to run, avoid, look. Here, the effects of anxiety, the effects of fear, the heart rate, muscle tension, digestion is a big part. Again, that's what really affected me, as my whole body. And you need to learn, as we taught the students in the classroom, that your mind has to be in control, or you have to control your mind by doing things that help you stop these panic, these scared, these anxious feelings. So that's why like I said, I have started this journaling process. And so this lesson's very short today, but it's just to learn that you need to watch for signs of this getting out of control. And so journaling is a helpful way to do that. So I'm going to go back to our page here, and I'll show you what they ask you to do. So after you've decorated your page, and that's what they said to do, like make it an attractive page. You can paint on it, you can color it. I chose to use some paper because I like that life and lemons view there. Also, what she asked you to do is she asked you to talk to your fear. I'm going to take out the book here so I can get it correct. She asks you that you need to write a letter to fear. There are some things that she wants you to tell fear. She wants you to just talk to it like it's a person sitting in front of you. She wants you to first write your letter and ask fear about what are you so afraid of? Just put it down in writing. Why are you trying to hold me back in this situation? What are you terrified about? So that's your first letter. And I wrote mine, and I addressed it as a person. I said, "Dear fear, why are you here? Why have you come to me during my worst times in my life? You take the joy out of my life. You steal my health and my family. Please stop. Give on." So then she says, through her teachings here, that fear is not to be something you're afraid of. Fear is that self-questioning. It's there to ask you to look at it differently. So the second letter that she wants you to write, and I just wrote them on little tiny pieces of paper here. Acknowledge fear for trying to protect you. With kindness and compassion, let fear know that you're going to move on forward and you're not going to dwell on things. And ask fear to join you in moving forward together. So my fear response, dear fear, Yvonne, I see that you're part of me. You are that little voice inside me that speaks to me to help me, not hurt me. You put the what if thought in my mind. You help me reflect on things that could happen, but don't necessarily have to happen. I Appreciate you. Thank you, Yvonne. So I talked about that what if. And so Lucinda Bassett also talks about that what if. When you have that fear, like, oh dear, what if the car breaks down when I'm on the road and I don't have anyone with me? Okay. So talk about what if that would happen. What if fears keep you from taking action? They keep you awake at night. You can have other fears. So then talk to yourself. And that's why I say in my little letter back to fear, what if this happens? And Lucinda Bassett really focuses on that. She says that's a way of preparation. That's a way of getting you to make those, put those in your life so that you can think, okay, well, if I'm going to be traveling, I might break down. I think I might take a kit with me that would help me on the road if I did have that happen. So again, don't fear fear. Write about it, talk to it, because it really lifts off that weight on you, and you feel better when you're talking to fear as it is an actual person in this room. So again, it's a short lesson today, and I hope that you are learning ways of journaling with me in a way that will help you, get through life and be happy, not stress over things. So there it is. And I would love to see on your reflection page if you had any aha moments. Okay. So thanks again for joining me. It's a short lesson today. You can get it done quickly and then move on with your day. All right. Have a good one. Bye.